This is Aries actual reporting in. So today I'm going to show you how to use the blast command for some remodeling, urban remodeling. You know, sometimes one rule of thumb that I've learned from a lot of the experienced players is that you don't want to put your troops on elevated positions that are exposed. Yeah. For example, balconies or rooftops. So I'm going to show you how to create what you can call a gun hole using the blast command. Whenever you have detonation charges which come with engineers, sometimes in other games like Black Sea, squads come with a breaching kit which looks like a battering ram. So today in this is Shock Force 2. I've never seen the breach kit in Shock Force 2. But they do have the breaching charges, right? So I want to create a gun hole in this tower right here, right? Sorry, I'm using my touchpad. I'm using the touchpad. It's terrible. Anyway, I want to create a gun hole in this tower right here. So in combat mission, combat mission is a very realistic game, right? So right here we want to have a shooting position for these three guys or entire squad, right? That you place on the second floor, not the third floor, right? And you can see the second floor has one window only facing each direction. So if you have a large squad in here, not all of them can fire from that hole, from that window, right? And even if they do, it will be congested, right? So I like to create what I think you can call it a gun hole, a murder hole, whatever. Using the blast command, I want to expand this space right here, this window. I want to create a hole where if I'm getting indirect fire from mortars from on top, this balcony will protect me, and of course the distance from the ground will also be a factor in protecting me. So I just want to create a small hole that will be protected from this side and this side, right? So they've spotted the enemy. I'll click the engineer team or whoever has the breaching kit or the demolition charges, right? And you take the blast command, right? You take the blast command from where they are, press anywhere on the ground in the direction you want the hole to be. So for example, I want this hole to face this way, right? I want it to face the enemy who is this way. So I'll put the blast command right here. And watch what will happen, right? And just something to add, right? Sometimes what this means, remember the blast is a movement command. What this means is that once they blast a hole here, they will try to move from here to here. Usually this happens when you're breaching like walls, like you're trying to enter the building, so they'll move from outside to inside. But here we're trying to move from inside to outside, and we don't want to move outside. So sometimes I usually pair this with a pause command, right? Pause. So what will happen is they've blown it. You can see the line shows fast. That's how they usually move after blasting. So they blast and run fast to the position, right? But I've pressed the pause command, and you don't press it before they start preparing the breaches, right? If you do that, let's say if you have a movement command from this place to this place and you linked it to the blast command, and the last waypoint before the blast command you put the pause, they will just pause. They will not move until you're on pause. They will not do the blast command. So it's best to put that pause command when they're already in the process of executing the blast command. So yeah, that now we have a good hole that is protected from both sides. Yeah. If you have a whole infantry squad, they don't have to squeeze through one window. right? You don't have to squeeze through one window. It's a bit exposed, but this is how I create a bigger firing position, a better firing position. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm using my touchpad. It's so annoying. Yeah. So that's how I create my kill holes in combat mission. Peace.